What's up, guys? It's Paul Denton, your go-to guy for all things yachting. This is my newest central listing, a 540 Sea Ray 2001. Currently standing on one of my favorite features, the hydraulic swim platform, rated for 800 pounds. Lastly, there's a gyro in the bilge and a full-size beam master. Let's take a look. We're gonna start our tour off today on the swim platform, just port side aft. This swim platform is rated for 800 pounds, where you can hoist up a tender or jet ski. As you can tell, this owner added sea deck, not only here, but on the bridge, but we'll see that soon. Also back here, we'll find some dry storage, our controls for the hydraulic swim platform and for the cable master for plugging in or taking out your shore power. Stepping forward starboard side, we find ourselves in the aft deck, where we have a nice long bench-shaped seating with storage underneath. We have JL audio speakers, access to the engine room. We also have access to the bow from port or starboard, and also an access into the salon interior. Making our way up to the flybridge, where we find teak underneath our feet on the stairwell, and then sea deck here on the flybridge decking. All the way back aft, we have a nice bench seat, so when you're underway, you can appreciate watching the wake or the water pass by. Just forward, you have a nice alfresco dining, where you can have coffee, lunch, while we're underway, or like today where we're at anchor. Forward in the flybridge, we'll find some additional storage, a cold refrigerator, a trash chute, freshwater sink, and then we'll continue all the way forward now to port, where we find a bench seat for the mate, access into the salon, and lastly, our main helm station, my personal favorite to control this boat, where you get full panoramic views. We have our bow thruster controls, our AV, our autopilot, main engine controls, everything you need to safely operate this vessel. All right, guys, walking up the starboard side here, heading to the bow. One thing to appreciate, a nice safety feature of the guardrail, something to hold on to in case you're in a rough sea. Today, it's flat, beautiful. We're on the anchor, so no stress in that nature. When we find ourselves all the way on the bow, we have a nice custom bow seating, backrest behind it. To be noted, all the exterior upholstery was done in 2025. Up here, we'll also find an anchor windlass, spotlight, anchor controls, and just an overall nice view when you're sitting in the sunlight. A cool feature I like is on deck all the way forward to port is a sliding door. So if you're at the lower deck helm station, you can communicate with your deck crew easily, or additionally pop out the chair and see how close or far away you are from that dock space. All right, now we find ourselves in the main salon. Immediately get pushed in the face with that cold air breeze. Off to port, we have an L-shaped seating. Off to starboard, we have a nice little love seat. I love the galley aft personally. It really opens up this full space in here. In the galley, we find ourselves a freshwater sink, refrigerator, 3-top burner, and just off the port, we find our freezer. And the last cool port feature is that access to the flybridge. So if you're ever in some rough weather, or you're trying not to get somebody to walk back aft and fall overboard, no stress, just use this hatch here. Now located at the lower helm station. Another great feature about this boat, if you really get caught in the elements and you're sick of being outside, come on in here, take the cold air or heat wherever you are in the world. The cool thing about this boat is you got dual plotters, you have your bow thruster control, you have your gyro stabilizer control. Another cool part about this helm station is if your wife or your daughter or your kids or some friends, they want to be with you while you're at the helm, you got great L-shaped seating here, seats about 4 or 5 comfortably. And off to the starboard side, we have a great little television, kicking on your favorite game, watching whatever you please while underway in the climate-controlled environment. To port, we find ourselves a semi-spiral staircase that leads down to the guest common area. Just to starboard, we find a bunk room with a small hanging locker. All the way forward, we find the VIP suite that has access to the head and shower. To be noted, in the guest common area to port, we also have access to that same head and shower for the bunk room. Leaving the VIP, now walking all the way back aft, we find ourselves in the full beam master suite. In the master suite, they have split head and shower forward and aft. Additionally, a bunch of storage throughout the vessel. Lastly, if you wanted to add it, there is an option to put another dual combo washer dryer unit in this master suite. Now heading down to the engine room, where we find 2 Caterpillar 3196 600 horsepower diesel engines. That'll bring this boat to about 22 mile-an-hour cruise. Additionally, we have a 20 kW Westerbeek generator. And lastly, most importantly, we have a sea gyro to help this boat from rocking from port to starboard. All right, guys, on behalf of myself, Paul Denton, and the current owner of this vessel, we want to thank you for joining us aboard the walkthrough today. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out, 386-295-4668. You can also follow me on social at Quality Yachting. Look forward to seeing you on the docks.